Hello. Welcome to an hour of live sport. I'm not sure I've done these races before. The Zwift Insider series, I'm not sure. Alright, I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes for the chat to fill up a little bit. This is not a good time to stream, but I was online because I needed to top up today's ride. I went out this morning and only did just under 3 hours, which wasn't on the plan. I was supposed to do... Well, I'm actually behind this week anyway, so I'm trying to fill up some time and also try and balance with a live stream. So this was the only thing really that, given that so many people enter these tiny races because they're quite popular, I was like, well, I'll probably better off entering these because it'll be worth watching more on the live stream than doing an event that has very few entries. So yeah, well, the weather's been totally terrible this week. I'm trying to juggle Christmas, lead up to Christmas, with training has been or this week anyway, because I've been trying to gradually overload, and this is the third week. Next week, I know Christmas week is usually like even more of a struggle. So I know that this week is my last major opportunity for a couple of weeks to get a good week in. So I'm squeezing everything I can out of well, I missed out yesterday because it was really bad weather, and I was really tired. So this weekend I'm trying to get in as much as I can. So I'll be live streaming again tomorrow. But probably won't be in the morning because we're meeting up with some people. So it'll probably be in the evening. But no, it's understandable. It's a tricky time of year to be doing content or live streaming in general, given that most people are otherwise occupied. But here we are. I thought I would do it anyway. Just do it anyway. That's a good motto. So, how are we doing, chat? How's things? Yeah, well, I was actually chatting Mr. PRL full this morning. I know, gutted. I would have liked to have done that. So the plan was this morning, I was going to do like a 5-hour ride outside. And I was going to tie that in with a group ride that I take every Saturday. But the weather was like quite like rough this morning. And I put it out on a WhatsApp group. I was like, look, if there's one person going, I'll join that one person. If nobody's going, then I'll stay indoors and I'll do my own. I'll probably do a Zwift race or whatever. And one person decided, they said, no, we're coming. We're committing to it. And I was like, oh, fair one. Okay. So I went out. And actually, it was 3 of us in the end, and we battled the elements. It was very windy. There is a weather warning for wind at the minute. Again, seems like a theme at the minute. And the wind and the rain. We got through it. We got it done. But like, it takes a lot out of you. The cold, the wet, and the wind takes a lot out of you. Like I got back earlier, and I had a warm shower, and then I got I got on the sofa, and I was just on the sofa for like 2 hours, just sort of coming around. It just wipes you out, you know. It's not necessarily, you know, you don't have to ride very hard. It's just the elements, you know. They weather you, you know. So it just wears you down, and then like I could have done with a nap, to be honest. I could have very easily napped. Yeah, brave or crazy. Well, there's a fine line, right? And you know, I've got no problem going out in it. I always have done. But then again, if it's part of your job, you know, you're paid to do it. But it's not. You weigh it up. It's not risky if you know the roads. If you change the route, and you go in if you go in a different direction to avoid the rain. Avoid the wind rather, you know, and always if there's people with you, it's so much easier. You got people to shelter behind and share the work with. So there's lots of reasons why I still go out in this weather, because you know it is character building, and there's an element of, you know, it's not you know, don't get me wrong, if it was icy, or if there was a risk, like an extreme weather warning like there was the other week with the storm, yeah, that's a different thing entirely. You know, the decision is made. But in this situation today, it was like, no, we'll get out, we'll do it, you know. What are my Strava stats looking like? I don't think I've even looked at them. I feel like these Zwift races, these tiny ones, they're the type of races that are gonna really, like, they're gonna make me struggle, and we'll see how things go. I'm not get any expectations other than I want to spend some time on the bike right now on a live stream, and I want to just get a good hour in here before we go out for food. Where are we going to finish this? This is only 5k. We're going to finish Titan's Grove. Or before Titan's Grove. Let's get my headphones off here. Alright. Let's go. How fast are these races? Are they like really hard from the gun? Am I gonna am I gonna pay for no warm up here? Nah, there's got to be some tactics in here. Surely it can't be flat out from the gun all the way to the finish. Oh well, we'll treat this one as a warm-up, the first one. Here we go then. Do we finish on the KOM? I think we do, don't we? Oh, that was way too easy to break away. Well, like it was easy to break away. And it really shouldn't have been, I don't think. Nice warm up though. Not that I'll probably get a result in the other ones, but I was getting swallowed up there. Oh. Lunge. We made it. Nice. That wasn't a very long attack there really, but managed to get a good little gap. Yeah. That was decent. Yeah, okay. Keep spinning, we got about 5 minutes to the next one. So the next race is flat, right? Yeah, but I don't want to waste these extra few minutes just pedaling at 70 watts. If I sit in the pen, I'm going to lose those couple of minutes. Hey, it makes it more interesting as well for the chat if I'm starting at the back. Alright, what do we think about that race? Whew. That was like that's a perfect race for anyone looking for a peak 1 minute power. You know, very short running, maybe burning a couple of matches. But to be honest, that wasn't very hard. Obviously until it went kaboom. But the lead up to that climb, that was fairly easy. A 1000-watt sprint. No, I'd have to put some kind of motor in my turbo trainer or something, or my bike. I can't even do 1000 watts with a cassette and a chain that actually stay together, let alone the setup I'm currently on, where it's jumping every time I go over like 500 watts. I still haven't sorted it, by the way. I'll definitely have to sort it in a couple of weeks' time before we start racing the elite races again. I just need a new cassette. Maybe Santa will bring me one for Christmas. Yeah, maybe, Tom. Well, I guess that's why they're so good, these races. Like, if you look at I know Zwift were doing like the hill climb series, I think, weren't they? And they weren't getting the same numbers as these races. But I think it's a different mindset. I think there's a chance that you could make it to the end of these tiny races and then be able to, you know, still be in with a shout. I think with the hill climbs, which are like similar length, you know, like an 8-minute race or whatever, I think if people know they're not a climber, then they don't bother entering it, and it's that's a barrier we need to break through in the sport of hill climbing for sure. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Greg. Nothing wrong with doing some sprints in an endurance ride. Are you just worried that it'll take away the like you're worried about, you know, doing them inside an endurance ride because of the stimulus of the endurance ride? As long as you're not doing a sprint every time, like every hill, or like a sprint every 5 minutes over a 2-hour ride or 4-hour ride. If you're doing like 5 sprints over like a 2 or 3 hour ride, that's acceptable. Okay, here we go. Second race. So next race is flat. What's going on here? Oh, we've only got 1 minute to go. Yeah, raw power, Tom, raw power. And I think being able to, you know, do 400 watts and then recover and 400 watts or... Race 3 is a gravel bike. Is that what we're saying? Okay, you better remind me. Okay, what we got here? We got 4.8 kilometer race, folks. That's short enough, isn't it? That's short enough. Fairly flat, so this could be interesting. Maybe a breakaway. Who knows? Ooh. Oh, we have a power up. We could use that now and go long. What do you think? That was a good one. Yeah. Put the telly on or something. To be honest, I think breakaways in these races shouldn't be uncommon. I think most people are waiting until the finish anyway. So because the group is so big as well, I think the breakaways have less of a chance of going all the way. That doesn't mean like they can't get out there, you know, with an advantage. I think we're so used to not seeing breakaways succeed. But I think more than any other race, they should be given leeway in races like this because, as I said, you know, 90-95% of people in these races are waiting till the end. Especially if they're doing all four. Exactly, the win came from the breakaway. Obviously, you know, I did a lot of work there in that breakaway. I probably... You know, obviously I attacked out of the group first, but to form the breakaway, and then I went with 1k to go. But I think we had to anyway, because the group was closing, so, you know, I couldn't really do anything else. I think if we'd sat there and waited, we would have been engulfed by the breakaway, which most of us were, other than two of us, I think, so, yeah. Oh, 100% Matt, yeah. But that's the same with a lot of them, right? A lot of Zwift races. So, anyway, do we need to switch bikes for this next race? Do we need a gravel bike? Did Spiky Mikey, did you say that? Do I have two chain rings? Yes, I do, but I am only in the big chain ring. Also, I'm using about 20% trainer difficulty, so I'm not really changing gears much at the back, so that's probably why. That's what you heard. Okay, let's quickly change bike then. Yeah, breakaways, they don't work the same as the real world because there's a lot of technical ability that's miscounted in Zwift. So, for argument's sake, you know, when you attack and you go down a descent, you know, really speaking, if there's a small breakaway, like 2 or 3 of you, and you're pulling really hard, you know, yes, like a big bunch behind you is going to be chasing you in a real world. But generally, you know, 3 riders giving equal turns and really pressing on, they won't get caught by a bunch unless the bunch is really hoofing it. Whereas in Zwift, the bunch gets you know, basically gets given a free hand on descent or anywhere, for that matter. Like, it's pretty... you get a massive advantage if you're not in a breakaway on Zwift. But I think a lot of people don't race to break away. So maybe you haven't experienced it yourself. Okay, where are we? We need frame. What bike are we saying? What do we need? ANX. Factor, felt, poly. Specialize. Don't I have the gravel bike? What's my gravel bike? Oh no, the chat's not helping me. And I don't know what I'm doing. We've got 1.5 minutes left. Someone please. What are we using? I don't think I've got one, have I? I haven't got a gravel bike. I didn't see one there. Frame. I need to buy one then. Who does a gravel bike? Who does a gravel bike? Trek, Canyon, Canyon Airroad, Ultimate, Canyon Grail. I don't know what else to get, so we're getting that. Crux. Oh, too late. Too slow. You were too slow. And I was panicking. Oh, 100% Greg. Breakaways are where it's at. It's just, you know, I think if you've got the momentum with you, they can be very rewarding. Yes. Yeah, more dynamic. That's what it kind of needs to be. Alright. Don't really know where we're going yet. Let's see how it goes. Oh, you're joking. So it's not there on gravel then. painful. I mean, if it's not obvious, I'm just cutting it as soon as I get caught. I'm only going for the big W, and if that doesn't pull off, then it doesn't pull off. I sit up completely. I'd be slipping through the group anyway, so I'm not fighting for 10th. Go big from the start. Or well, from the attack then. Go big from the attack, and then whatever happens, happens. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think I would have gone for a gravel bike there. I didn't realise how much of the... I mean, obviously this is gravel, and that bit back there was gravel, but I think I'm strong enough to probably make... Like, I'll be okay without a gravel bike, but then that bit where I really suffer, that bit leading up to this bit, where we lost time, I don't know. You don't know, do you, unless you do it, so, you know, like, until you, like, actually, like, I've just done it now, I wouldn't know either way. Probably is faster, but probably if it was sat in the group, you know, going off the front like that, I think you need a little bit more of an advantage on that section. I know there was 2 of us, which was good. The bunch is just, you know, way too quick though, isn't it? I mean, the bunch is just hey up, it's Kyle. I don't know if you saw the wave. Oh, you did see it. I didn't think that they would show up that far back, but obviously it does. It's like probably there. You could probably still pick it out from the top of the avatar. It used to just be that, didn't it? You just used to raise your hand, but now I suppose with the emoji you can see it from further off. Oh. Flat one, what do we think then? Flat one, should we just attack from the gun? Straight from the gun, what do you think? Should we just really go for it? Got nothing to lose. Just go for it, is it? What do you think, chat? Yeah, they're usually so they start at like on the hour, and then like 15 minutes past, and 30 minutes past, and then 1:45, so yeah, let's just go for it, is it? Hopefully nobody's watching this. do anything but listen to you. You're sacked, Mike. Oh, we finally made it across the line. So we've got 5 minutes until the next one starts. Let's just have a look at the graph on this one. Yeah, so there's the lead up to the climb, and then boof onto the climb, and then just getting across and helping to pull the guy I was off the front with, and then I was able to get a couple of breaths in there before going again. It's good, I'm reaching some good high heart rate here, considering all of these efforts coming in around anything less than 5 minutes is going pretty deep. Yeah, I mean 400 watts for 4 minutes, you know, that's not, we ain't hanging around. So let's go back to the Tron. I missed it. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's join event. Okay, last one. TT bike, that's a good shout, isn't it? Wandering Flat. 6K. Yeah, we should go for a faster bike, shouldn't we? A Tron won't be faster here than a what are we looking at? We're looking at a is it a Scott Addict RC or the Venge S-Works? No, sorry, not the RC. What am I confusing it with? Venge S-Works. What do you think? That Venge S-Works and DT Disc. Yeah, okay then. Let's have a go, shall we? Let's have a go. Wandering Flat. I gotta try and remember what on earth that route is. Downhill slightly. I wonder if that's going to make it difficult then to get away. Maybe we'll have to wait till we slow down a bit. Any power-ups in this one? I don't know. Ideally what we need is just me to break away and then nobody to chase, a little bit of hesitation and enough chance to get a bit of a gap. That's ideally what we need. However, if there's a small group again, that's also good, but just so that you can fully commit, you'd need hesitation. So let's see what happens. Where do we use a steamroller then? Let me know. Finally. Nice one, chat. Thank you for the support there. Oh, that was good. Actually, I felt really good. Weirdly, felt like controlling, maintaining my power. I felt good, although it was really hard. It just felt sensation was good, and that was after 3 races. So yes, happy with that. That was good. Nice one, 2 goals. One of the best Zwift races in the world right there. I think we were right to wait, just to wait there until it flattened out after the sprint. But the rider that was coming across to me, I thought they were gonna come across and close that gap, and he got really close at one point. I think it was like 24 meters. I was looking at it, and then I noticed their watts per kilo went from like 6.5, 6.8 down to like 5.5, and I was like, well, maybe they're having just a little micro rest. And I think I was just watching the meters down at the bottom. I could see it go back up to 30, and I thought, oh, you know, the closer you get to the finish. I've been in a situation before, obviously, when I've been chasing people myself, and you just mentally, it gets really difficult to just close that last little gap when, you know, you're so close to the finish, and you're both just emptying yourselves to get there as quick as possible. And I think you know, the guy out in front, as long as the gap is holding, I think they've got the mental edge, you know, just to keep digging and keep pushing, because they know, you know, they both, you know, myself and the chaser were fairly even. So as long as I didn't crack completely, you know, I was like, I think I've got this, and I just hold, and yeah, if anything, I was able to just ramp it a little bit towards the end. But oh wow, that was a good effort. These tiny races are awesome. Really awesome. Oh wow, look at that actually. Wow. Did not expect that. But saying that, I felt really good, so you know, it's good signs. What's that, 17 watts? Oh wow, yeah. I feel like there could be a PB on the horizon there, maybe. Who knows? Right then. Well, thanks for tuning in, chat. That was a nice impromptu way to spend an hour on an afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. It's been good company, good race. That was good. Alright everyone, have a good weekend, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon, potentially, for another Zwift race. We'll see you there.